All right, today we're here with Dylan. He just got top 8 at One Piece Day with Dofi. Yeah, any shout outs before we begin?
Shout out to Wildcard Cyclone, Project CCG, Core TCG, Perfect Rare, Top Coast Gaming, all great locals in California. Check them out. Shout out to my friends that are all around me laughing at me right now.
Cereal Ace.
He also got a cereal. SoCal did great over One Piece Day.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's get straight into deck profile.
Alright, so straightforward, best card in the game. 4 Jinbeis, shouldn't play anything less than that.
Yeah.
Try to play more, don't get
If
caught.
you could.
Other best card in the game, 4 Cost Law. These two are probably the highest contender to get banned. Also 4 Boa, straightforward. 4 Teach, this card is, Weevil, this card is broken with Teach. There's never bricks. I've seen some lists play 3, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I just think in the mirror in a lot of matchups, you just always want to see it.
Yeah, all standard.
Next card is 2 Geckos. I actually just did not like this card in testing at all. I feel like you still had to play it because it's just a Warlord. It's probably the best one's available. I just found it brick a lot of time in the early game, so I just never wanted to see it. So I cut it to 2 to make room for some other cards in the deck.
Yeah.
Next up, your 1-drops. It's the 4 Sengokus. This card is insane.
Yep.
With Squall, which in my opinion is why it makes it the best deck in the game. 4 Peronas. I've seen some lists cut it to 3. I just am terrified. I don't ever really want a blind leader effect.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why it's in the deck. Also, like with the amount of tech cards I'm playing, I just want to see them in certain matchups. So this gives me the best chances of seeing them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
3 Puddings. I think 3 is enough. I don't really think you need any more than that. It's obviously really get into a ton of your matchups, into like Bonnie, into BY. That pressure just always applies.
Yeah.
My 2K counters, I opted to play 4 Mihawks and 4 Buggies here. These I think are pretty good. I've seen some lists cut these around. I opted to keep these and decided to cut on the other 2Ks. I played a total of 10 2Ks.
Yeah.
One of them is Proc. I was originally playing 2. I mainly just only really want to see this against BY, and I like having 10 2Ks in the deck.
Yeah.
So I made room for 1 Kaya. My friend Kyle, he's actually the one that convinced me last minute to play this. He explained the thought process of being able to see this. Sometimes when you have in the law mirror where you are stuck with them law bouncing your Weevils and your Boas and they're just bricks in your hand, this lets you see your cards to try to get out of the law loop. Sometimes in the early game when your hand's terrible, I feel like the only time you lose in this matchup with this deck is you're bricked.
Yeah.
So this gets you out of it. Granted, it is only 1, so I didn't really see it that often. But when I did see it, it was really important.
Cool.
I opted to play the 1 Perfume.
Yeah.
Some lists play 2. I feel like most of the time people are playing around it. Playing 1 just means that if I see it with the Sengoku search, I just have to memorize where it is in the stack and try to get back into it.
Yep.
If it's a matchup that I really need to see it in. As for the cards that most people are playing, I'm opted to play 2 Gravity Blades.
Yep.
Straightforward, really good into Bonnie, really good into BY. In the mirror, sometimes you just blow out the mirror match if they can't respond back after this. I also opted to play 2 Jozu, same mindset mainly against BY. I also really respect Bonnie.
Yeah.
I think being able to out Cavendish on curve is very, very important. And for the last 2 tech cards, I opted to play 2 Houndblaze. So this was actually Kyle and Shane's idea a couple months back. I never really, after Nats, I kind of stopped testing, but after I got back into it, it told me to try this card out. I actually really liked it. Originally, I was playing a Red Rock and a 3rd Gravity Blade, and I ended up playing 2 Houndblazes before the event. I think in terms of the matchup, it's insane into the mirror because you can Houndblaze to Teach and be able to swing 8 into a 6K body, usually catching your opponent off guard. Into BY, being able to bottom deck the kids when they think it's safe, it's also really nice. It's obviously really good against Teach, being able to bottom deck Qs. This is also really nice to bottom deck Rosinantes when you're trying to get rid of 8-drop kills, so you can also swing bigger. And a lot of people just aren't expecting the lethal turns with Houndblaze and Perfume. Usually that's enough to get them off their math and usually be able to sneak wins away.
Yeah. All right. So what were your matchups for that regionals?
So that day, I got a no-show round 1. My loss was actually to Dofi round 2. it was just a rough matchup. I think I was just always losing from the get-go. Round 3, I played Shanks into Kloofy, into my friend Jared playing Shanks. Dofi again, round 6. I played a BY round 7, and then an Animal Shanks round 8. And round 9, I played against another BY. So
For the most part, all meta decks.
Yeah, grateful I dodged Enel and Lucci.
Yeah.
It was also, I also played day 1. I think I ended up 49th. I lost my winning in for 16.
Yeah.
It was also the similar matchups, all mirror, all those like Poofy, Dofi, BY, Shanks matchups. So, yeah.
All right, thank you. Don't forget to check out his TCG player in the comments section.
Show me the hoodie.